Hello, and welcome back to AdamBobrowConnect, the channel where you email me and we connect. Right now, I'm in Pune, India, and I'm here for Ultimate Table Tennis, having a wonderful time seeing friends on a regular basis, the table tennis players enjoying delicious food, and old friends as well, who I've worked with on Ultimate Table Tennis since the first season. It just reminds me how important it is to spend time with those you enjoy. Time is something that you don't get back, so make it count. Speaking of making it count, I'm going to make it count by answering your emails. So here's an email. Hello, Adam. I'm writing to you because I'm in need of some advice on how to play against opponents who use old rubber in table tennis. I found it quite challenging to compete against such players. I would really appreciate it if you could share some tips with me on how to play against opponents with old rubber. I'm a spinny player, as I use my serve and the spinny top spin to win the point. It's like playing against anti-spin rubber, but weirder. Best regards. Yeah, that can be tricky. The reason it's so tricky, which you might already know, is, first of all, the rubber is going to be inconsistent and tough to predict. Which parts of the rubber are more worn down than other parts of the rubber? In theory, someone using really old rubber also doesn't know exactly which parts of their rubber are good and which parts are not, so it's going to be tricky for them as well. I would say treat the person a little bit like an anti-spin player, but adapt. Certain parts of their rubber might have more spring than anti-spin, and it might come back a little bit dead. If both sides of their racket are dead rubber or inconsistently old rubber, then, well, that shouldn't be to their advantage. My thinking is deception is always powerful. Serve long and dead whenever you can, or if you can deceive them on the serve, then you get the opening attack and try to drive it. If it comes back all knuckly and they can return it, well, it depends on your lobbing game. It really depends on what your skill sets are. I've played players before that can block forever, but they can't attack. And the stubborn side of me said, come on, Adam, you can drive through this person. I lost 11-7 in game 1, and I thought, well, if I just make a few more of my attacks, surely I'll win. But then I thought, wait a minute, that's what this person wants me to do. This person just beat me when I was trying to attack. Why don't I see how this person attacked? So yeah, explore the options, see what works for you, and don't be afraid to try something a little bit unconventional to put the opponent in an uncomfortable situation. I hope that's helpful. I guess just be willing to adapt. If you can test the opponent's footwork, no matter what rubber a person is using, they're going to have some relative weakness, even if they're strong. So maybe it's movement, maybe it's covering the middle, maybe it's the deep backhand, maybe they're good close to the table, but at the baseline they're not. Maybe they're good at the baseline, but they don't move in near the net well. So just come to the table with a variety of serves and a willingness to try whatever you need to, but that's the adapting part of the game that makes it so interesting and challenging. But yeah, I think your approach to treat them a little bit more like an anti-spin player is a good instinct. So just remember that the less spin you put on it, you'll just have to see when they take a stroke how their racket affects the ball, and hopefully they're not so controlled that they know specifically where the dead spots are and how to play it off the dead spots, and yeah, you'll adapt quickly. The good news is if you're not playing in, say, Ultimate Table Tennis in India, you have some time to adapt. You're playing a best of 5. Consider it a learning experience, but don't put spin on your serve necessarily unless you think you can fool the opponent and then make your first shot really count. I hope that helps, and consider the challenge an exciting hurdle to overcome. If you can, pat yourself on the back. That's definitely an accomplishment. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the mysteries and the possibilities of table tennis and the variations in equipment that are part of the sport. And if you have any questions, whether they're about table tennis, whether they're about life, career, emotions, whatever, I'm not a professional psychologist, but I'll do my best to help however I can and share whatever I've learned. So you can send me your emails at AdamBobrowConnect@gmail.com, and hopefully we can connect. Alright, until next time, as always, keep on pongin'. Peace.